Hey, welcome back to Mississippi.
411.
We are so glad you're here joining us. It's going to be a short video, I believe, this week. A lot of committee meetings, and we didn't really pass a ton of legislation this week. We've actually got, if you want to see, we get a daily report every day, and it is getting loaded up with bill
After bill, and the committees are getting very busy too. And hopefully we're going to be able to do a tutorial very soon on how to navigate the website so you can see
Yes.
what's coming up, because we want you to be informed. We want you to stay engaged.
Yes, and that might even come about next week. We'll
Right.
do an actual online. I'll show you how to click on where to click to find out everything you need to know so that you got the 411.
Right.
Steve and I, we just want to let you, our viewers know, and constituents know that our first priority is to the people who elected us and the good citizens of Mississippi. It's not to
Right.
mayors, it's not to supervisors, it's not even to the party. One of the reasons that we wanted to provide transparency and to create a forum where you could ask us questions is that there seems to be a whole lot of, the proverbial politicians, they treat you like a mushroom because they keep you in the dark and feed you. Well, it's a family show, so I can't say
Yeah,
that. So
but,
we don't want that to be the case here.
That's right. We represent the people, and in everything that we vote for, we look at what's best for the people. We've actually done polling. We've actually made phone calls, talked to people back home. We've watched for activity online, and we get a lot of emails too. So we want to make sure your voice is heard in everything we do.
So that being said, if you have any questions about a stance that we've taken or a vote that we've placed, please reach out to us. We will give you the 411 on why and how we came about coming up with
Dan's
that
going
vote.
to put our email addresses right down here.
Or you can just respond to the 411 page.
Yeah, our 411 page,
So-
or if you want to email us directly. Plus our phone numbers are listed. We love talking to people.
Yes.
We are always available, and we'll return your emails.
We are sitting in the old Supreme Court of Mississippi.
Chamber.
We're trying to see if we can do every video is in a different place around the Capitol. So there's going to be more and more bizarre places as we get short on
Right, to give you guys, to give you
location.
guys a mini tour of where we're at and what we're doing, and the history and historic value of this place. If you haven't come to visit your capital, you really need to do that. Let's look at what we've done so far.
Okay, so this week we'll go straight to it and not keep you long. The few bills that did go through, most of them were non-controversial. We passed House Bill 447 and House Bill 453. They were both insurance-related bills. One dealt with the surplus lines of insurance. The other one extended a repealer,
Right.
which basically said they have the authority to require this for so much longer. And
Right.
it was just one that required that when you, say, wreck your car and you take it to a garage, that the insurance company will put the lien holder or the body shop's name
And a
on your
repealer
claim.
gives us a chance to review how that law is working.
Or kill it.
Or end it, let it end. If it's not working as it was proposed, then we can review it as legislators and let that down the vine. In this case, it's something that's working out, so we extend it for another period of time, and then we come back and review it.
Absolutely. Then moving right along, Steve presented a bill actually himself, House Bill 336. It was a Mississippi Military Family Relief Fund. I think we got some actual footage, so roll that beautiful bean footage.
Fund that is used to provide temporary relief to military families experiencing financial hardships. This doesn't raise any taxes or contributions to the fund. It merely makes sure that it applies to all members of our state's National Guard. I'm really excited about this bill because this gives the Adjutant General the opportunity and the discretion to use funds that were already available to our military in times of need. Now, this helps anybody that's attached to the Mississippi National Guard. There are people that live in other states that are attached to the Mississippi National Guard. And let's say if they're on a training exercise in Arizona and one of the National Guardsmen gets hurt, and there's a financial situation with the family being able to get there and get to their loved one, the adjutant general can use his discretion, use that funds to help the family get to the soldier, to be there with that person. It's a really good bill.
Yeah.
I was honored to be able to present it.
And it's good for our servicemen. God knows that
We don't do enough.
we don't do enough for our police and fire and
Extremely
and,
underpaid.
military. So God bless you.
God bless
the
all
ultimate
our
patriots
servicemen.
right there, because people fail to realize, and I know back home this week we had two of our boys in blue get shot, and praise God that it looks like they're going to pull through.
Yeah.
One of them's going to have a little bit
A little bit
longer.
long time. I was able to go up and meet with, pray with, and take accommodation flag to Brandon Hutchinson.
Yeah. We're praying for you guys.
And he's got a long recovery, but he's going to make it. We're praying for him. And Hunter Garrett took a flag and accommodation too. We appreciate you guys, and we're praying for our law enforcement, firefighters, EMTs, military,
Yes.
every day here.
Well, they are the last line of defense for both our safety and our constitutional freedoms. And so
Right.
it is not lost on us the value that you have in our lives and in our state. Moving right along, we had a slew of DFA bills, Department of Finance and Administration bills. It was mostly just housekeeping, House Bill 524, 525, 526, and 572. And they range from just basically who's going to inspect your roofs and maintenance needs to the ability to sell off some old property
Right.
that belonged to the state.
In an ability to streamline and make government more efficient and
Right.
clean some things up, and that's kind of what some of these bills did.
The last bill, really, this one we had mentioned in the week before that it died. It didn't actually die.
There was a motion to reconsider, which
Right.
brought it back to the calendar, and that's HB 555.
Yeah, HB 555. A lot of times when they do that, it does die. But this one was actually pulled off the table. We had the votes to pass it this time, and it passed. It was kind of controversial in a sense, and kind of gave me a little heartburn, to be honest, because there were benefits to both. You could make an argument for both, but ultimately in the end it did pass. And what it does is it requires outside council oversight, an outside council oversight commission
This
to
is
bring
what Dan
about.
and I actually had to have conversations on.
Yes.
You think, well, you guys agree completely on everything. We actually had to talk this one through.
Right.
But that's good. That's what we're supposed to do on your behalf. But basically, this gives a little bit more oversight to their Attorney General's office in cases where they're going to take action against companies and that kind of thing, where they have to seek more counsel before they can take those actions. Because there may be situations where Mississippi really just doesn't need to be involved in that kind of a lawsuit.
Right. And in the end, even my concerns, it won out, and I voted for it, and he did too. So it passed, and it's still got to go to the Senate. That's pretty much it as far as the week here, as far as legislation that's come through. I know there's a lot of stuff that you probably do want to talk about: internet sales tax,
Yeah.
gas tax, ed bill. There's a lot of big things on the horizon. I know a lot of you guys are probably like me going, wait a minute, I'm not going to be able to order my Amazon tax-free now? And I was kind of disappointed to see that.
If I can throw that in real quick, we talked to Herb Frierson last night, and Herb told us, he's the director of Department of Revenue, said that Amazon approached him and requested that, or told us that they were going to start collecting that tax and giving it to Mississippi.
Well,
And we're the 36th
36th, I think.
Six
35th,
state-
36th. It's
36th
in the
state.
30s
Yeah.
states that they already do that for. So it was
and-
not, I don't think it was an underhanded conspiracy by legislators or department heads to go out and say,
try to make something happen.
try to make something happen.
Especially not on the legislative side, because we didn't know anything about it until it
yeah,
had
we were
happened.
surprised as the rest of you guys
Um,
when we got the,
And I'm still
Facebook
looking,
comments.
for more information on this too. I know there are opinions out there, and legal opinions that question this, so.
Right.
We're still digging into this.
Yeah,
So,
so I still buy a lot of stuff from Amazon.
I'm telling you.
But I think his wife keeps their stock
I
up,
think
right?
we order so much Amazon, we own stock by now, so yeah.
So anyways, let us know what you think, and hope you have a blessed weekend and a great week, and we'll see you back here on the Mississippi
411, thanks for your support.